You're going to want to stay out of ranked this week until the new season starts on Thursday, June 20th. Super Mega Ultrawatch. In today's video, we're going to break down all that is coming in Season 11. It's been long awaited, but Pink Mercy is finally back, and they also have included a Rose recolor, even more cosmetics in the bundle. 100% of the proceeds are going to the BCRF, Breast Cancer Research Foundation. There's a lot more cosmetics to look at, but first, the new push map, Runasapi, is set in bright, colorful, lush Peru, and is the home map for Alari. Many of the previous push maps have been kind of simple, where the engagement paths are a bit obvious, but Runasapi looks a bit complex. With competing high grounds and seemingly extra pathing options, Runasapi probably plays a bit more flexibly than some of the older push maps, which especially over time got way more formulaic. Lucky for us, they're redesigning Colleseo. That annoying glass is gone! Praise be to Aaron Keller. This makes this outside path a lot more interesting to hold because you can use it to see the objective and crossfire onto it, as opposed to only really having a relevant lane down a Widow line of sight. Huge improvement on the neutral bot spawn. But wait, there's more. 2 huge areas of improvement: rearranging the spawn so it's easier to get out, adding some forward cover, opening up the angle, which will make this spawn trap a lot harder. On the forward spawn checkpoint, there actually was a secret room that was kind of underutilized unless you were a mobility character that could get up there. Now there's stairs leading to that section, which is great. Another pathing option for ground-based heroes, similar to the flexibility that was already baked into Runasapi. Now that heroes are no longer in the battle pass, they're really going above and beyond with the mythic skins. But what you're going to be more excited about, I think, is the mythic bound Demon Reinhardt weapon skin. But it's going to come out July 23rd. The weapon will unleash the fury of a demon with every swing. Flourish your hammer by spinning it in the air, defeat your foes, and watch the demon's power grow in every match. You'll be calling Big Slam as opponents fall in a fiery surge through every earth shatter. You want to keep that in mind because in the battle pass you only get enough mythic points for one of the mythic skins. But of course you can use the currency on either past mythics, the character, or the weapon. This time around the mythic is for Ashe, and it seems like they heard the feedback on having only limited color selections. This one's got an insane amount. I certainly hope you can fully upgrade the mythic though with the battle pass currency. I hope this isn't another sneaky way for them to get you to buy into a currency where you could never effectively spend all of it. We'll be on the lookout for them pulling a fast one with that one. However, the skin itself is pretty nuts. I'll be real, I kind of don't even know what it is. It's some craziness. Is Ashe a villain? Is she a superhero? Kind of depends on what variant you're using. And here, take a listen of some of the new sound effects.
She's gonna blow! Dead as a shoot something! Nice try, honey.
When Season 11 begins, there'll be a series of event challenges to kick off your progress in the Battle Pass. Play 40 games with wins counting as double and earn Aztec Sombra in a bundle that includes the legendary skin, name card, and spray, and also up to 40,000 Battle Pass XP. Twitch drops have an interesting twist this time around. From June 20th to 24th, you'll actually be able to earn community-created cosmetics. There's new hero mastery missions for Kiriko and Soldier 76. Taking a quick breeze through the Battle Pass. The 2 major themes that you'll notice is the Super Mega Ultrawatch theme throughout that either make the characters seem like they're coming out of an anime, but also because it's summertime, there's a lot of summer-related skins, including a handful of lifeguard ones, but not all of them are on the Battle Pass track. Onto the paid shop now. Guys, they're really trying to rake it in this summer with these lifeguard Baywatch-themed skins and highlight intros. Good lord. They're really exploiting the sex appeal of all the hottest characters, such as Mercy, Kiriko, Lifeweaver, and probably the hottest of them all, Roadhog. Otherwise, you'll continue to find more of the Super Mega Ultrawatch theme or the summer theme. Streetwear Hanzo is a favorite of mine. How do you guys feel about them adding lifeguard skins to a whole slew of characters? I like it for the joke, but I don't know if I want them to apply this strategy to lots of different other skin types. On one hand, you can get your entire team to match, and that's kind of cute. But what I don't think you want is getting every character feeling like they need to fit in every scenario. We'll play through the entire Battle Pass now. What do you guys think about the Battle Pass changes that they've been making recently? It was really nice in Overwatch 1 when they eventually made lots and lots of improvements to the loot box system, and I think we're getting close with the Battle Pass as well. Removing heroes from it obviously was a huge win. Not that it matters for this season. If you think of the free-to-play engine being this business model, perhaps it was the case that those extra events that they were doing, the collaborations, did so much better than they thought they would, that they felt comfortable pulling back with how much was required for the Battle Pass to sustain the business model. Because keep in mind, launch of Overwatch 2, they were on shaky ground, with like the entire game on the brink of maybe being canceled anyway, since they ultimately fully canceled PvE before they stumbled into half canceling it. Or maybe there's just enough gamers like me. Like, I like the Battle Pass just because I don't want to have to think too hard about selecting through cosmetics. I usually just play with whatever's the newest skin that I have, for the most part anyway. Now, I am playing all of these in order. However, we are going to put all the voice lines at the end. I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Are we getting a little bit too egregious with leaning into the memery? I think I like it and I'm fine with it as long as it seems like humor that the characters would engage in naturally, or at least in the isolation of the skinned fantasy that it is, right? I don't know how many hot Roadhog skins I need in my life. And actually, as I say that, that's the ones that are outside of the Battle Pass. So I suppose Blizzard's getting the last laugh on us after all. They're just going to dangle that sweet whole hog in front of us and see if we pull out our credit cards to buy it. I was a little surprised that they released a blog post, but didn't even preview any of the balance changes. Usually they kind of talk about the overview that they're going for. At the moment, I feel like there's some seriously overcooked characters that are standing out like a sore thumb, and I'm surprised we have to wait so long for a new season to roll around before those things get addressed. It makes you long for the drought years of Overwatch 1, where they balanced the game every 2 weeks. Seems like we're never going to get that ever again. For me, I think the most imbalanced role is damage, as there's some insane outliers that like heavily can dictate the game, and then other characters that you can just disappear on if you're not executing them to a really high level. We have a lot of talk in our community about how to change the direction of the game. Meanwhile, these new seasons just turn around, packed with cosmetics and a whole new slew of balance problems. It's quite typical that a season after a new hero is better balanced, because anytime they stop adding content, it's easier to figure out the variables, especially with more data over time. I don't necessarily think Venture was like super transformative to the meta, but I do think one of the more dominant heroes in the roster, mainly because there's like a few characters that cheat the game with having burst damage and then nothing else does because the health pools are so high. It seems like we're already due for them to do an entire another pass tuning down things. Like if season 9 was for one shots, well, now they got to address just how obnoxious some of the extra sustain and escapes are now that everything also has more health, which helps make the meta more boring because we just sort of changed which characters have the burst damage as opposed to like the whole game was about burst damage for a while. Now a handful of characters get to have it and the rest are just kind of like brawling for their lives. It's just weird. I saw this clip from Flats debating on whether it's burnout that so many Overwatch creators have been streaming other games. He said that wouldn't be the case all at the same time, so it's pretty clear that it's the meta. I think it can be a little bit of both as well, though. I think part of the problem is that it's hard for us to keep in mind when something felt bad before and then hold on to that opinion into the future when it gets changed and improved. That's somewhat how I feel about these hitbox changes. Like, I'm sure if I got it back to the old way, I wouldn't like missing so many more shots, especially projectiles. But now that we've played on it so long, I hardly remember the old way, and I just noticed the extra time to kill on a lot of things, which I then think also hurts some counterpicking, making it better than it needs to be in some cases, as well as biasing towards certain characters kind of doing everything. We talked about this over the years of Overwatch 1 with power creep, and it's having a similar effect now, where you actually have more expression when the characters are weaker, which is quite a maybe controversial sounding opinion on how to improve tank gameplay. Because they're so giga buffed, they kind of barely can make plays on each other. There's a lot of stalemating going on, but in any case, you can still get burst by certain things anyway. So if they hit you with the right thing, you still explode, but with the extra tankiness, you can like survive in the wrong place just a little bit longer, which doesn't really matter or help anything. I don't know. I wish we could like pick and choose which parts of this works for what heroes and what part of the game, instead of have everything just be so globally applied. But in any case, you can rest assured I'm certainly looking forward to that balance patch coming out on Thursday. So make sure that you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. Please be sure to leave the video with a like, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to actually get notified when our videos come out. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.
This isn't even my third most final form.
Mada, mada.
Level up, dude. I am the final boss.
Just how retro are we talking?
My story's not over yet.
The true battle lies within. No style, no substance.
I am not here to play your silly games.
My name is Green Cyborg Ninja Dude. My fate is decided.